Hey, welcome back. So on this episode, we're actually going to be going racing for the first time in a long time. Got the RallyCross car out of storage, got it all shook down, and figured out a few things that were wrong with it, fixed those. Fresh oil, all the fluids are good, tires are filled with air. So for now, I just need to get the Miata out of the trailer, put the blue car in the trailer, and then gather up some stuff. But one of the things I'm going to be showing you guys is actually what to bring to a RallyCross event, whether it's your first time or you've been to a lot of events before. Going to give you a few things that you want to make sure that you bring. One other thing I'm going to show you is actually what you should be bringing to RallyCross, autocross events if you've never been. So yeah, I'm going to start switching some stuff around and we'll go from there. The Miata is out of the trailer and the blue car is in the trailer, so we're all good to go there. I did also go over the rig and the trailer. All the fluids are full, all the tires have air in them, suspension, airbags, everything set where they used to be. Again, it's been 7 months or so since I've raced, so I'm a little rusty, but figuring it out. One of the things that's helped me with my racing over the years is to just make sure that I'm doing the same thing every event. I have everything that I need to race laid out on some shelves, you know, for quick access. So I have a pit box that just has kind of all of my racing junk in it. Racing shoes, racing gloves. An important thing you're gonna always wanna remember is a silly hat, sunscreen, blue tape in case somebody needs it or you need to change your number or something. I have contingency stickers and the tools to put them on. Zip ties, of course, always need zip ties. Glass cleaner, markers, pens, canola oil. So this is actually for the fender liners on the rally car if it's really, really muddy. Actually spray everything down with some Pam. And it'll keep your nuts from sticking to the porch, so that's really helpful. I don't bring a lot of spare parts with me to these events. I actually don't bring a lot of tools. I'm a firm believer that autocross and rallycross events are actually one in the garage. The work that you do on the car throughout the week, throughout the season is really gonna add up to wins and good finishes at the event. And there's really nothing that's gonna break, that's gonna be major, that you're gonna be able to fix in between runs at an autocross or a rallycross. So, I mean, there's just kind of no point. I'll bring the laptop simply because I was in there messing around with the tune, and if I do need to change something in between runs, maybe I can call my 10-minute mechanical or just do it over lunch or whatever the case may be. I'll do that, but other than that, really shouldn't be working on the car at the event. Two other things that I always bring with me just in case. I have a 12-volt jump pack, so I will be bringing that with me not only for the race car, but also for the tow rig, just in case the battery goes flat. And the other thing you're gonna wanna bring with you is some sort of air. I actually have a tank of compressed air. The alternative is one of these bad boys. These are really cheap. You can get them at Home Depot. This one's been through the ringer. I actually left it outside at a national event. I do have some aftermarket batteries and stuff to keep them charged, but these things are really good, so I definitely will be bringing this with me. I'm also going to be bringing a impact wrench just in case. That is something that I do typically bring with me, is a spare tire and wheel combination, and then a jack and jack stand, so I can change that out in the event I get a D-beat or a flat tire at the event. But that is pretty much it. We will pick this up in the morning and be headed out to Spooky Nook to go racing. So we made it to the venue. I'm gonna go ahead and unload the car. They actually do a drive-through tech here, and registration is over by where they do tech, so I can just drive the vehicle over there. We'll check in, sign the waiver, get our wristband, get the car teched, and then come on back and just do a few things. I like to make sure that the car is ready to go and I'm ready to go for the event. So we'll check tires and double check fluids and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. We'll walk course here in a minute and go from there. So this is actually pretty cool. We get to drive through tech at this venue. So we actually have it set up so you can just pull your car right through. I'm actually in line here to get teched. I got to run back and get my helmet. And then we'll go over here to the registration tent and fill out the waiver and go from there. All right, so we're all checked in and registered. As you can tell, a little bit of a wardrobe change. I actually have some responsibilities today, so they had a shirt waiting for me. But anyways, we're going to walk course. Start is going to be these double cones here. Actually, that might be finish. Double cones denote start and or finish. So I don't know. We'll figure out which direction the course is going today, but let's go walk the course and see what we're working with. So we're gonna be starting out down at the bottom of the hill today. Registration was actually all the way up over there in that building. Paddock's gonna be over here. So once we begin to race, everybody will get their cars, they'll come around and they'll line up here, and then they'll come up one at a time and release from the start line. So let's go ahead and walk course and see what it looks like today. So that's course. We're gonna run through tech now. They just opened tech up and we're already in line. So just remember, when you go through tech, have your helmet, have your hood popped, have your trunk popped, make sure all your floor mats are out. They're gonna check and make sure that the battery is tight and it's not loose. They're going to check the actuation of the throttle return spring, as well as feel for brake pressure. They'll check belts, just general safety stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on through tech. All right, so everything's good to go. Car passed tech. It has every single time it's ever gone through tech in the last 6 years, so I wasn't really worried about that. Now it's pretty much just hurry up and wait. So we're gonna hang out, and I have to do the novice walk and novice meeting. After that, we'll have the driver's meeting, and then cars will line up, and first cars should be off in I don't know, an hour or so. So see you then. Driver's meeting is done. We are pulling cars up to grid. Actually first heat, I'm yellow group, so I have my grid assignment. I'm gonna grab the car and pull over there and go from there. All right, so we are lining up for our first run. They're gonna send the first car out on course. It's actually gonna be Rummel over there in 157. So they'll send him one time through, make sure timing and scoring's working good, and then Roper will go, and then we'll get our turn. So here we go. Well, there you go, my first rallycross run in about 7 months, so that was pretty fun. Did pretty good. Clean and green is the goal for today, and to drive it back onto the trailer. That'd be really nice as well. So we're waiting for second drivers to go now, and then we'll get another run. Probably gonna get about a dozen runs throughout the day, so might not film them all, but we'll see how many we get for you. So first runs are done. We're gonna switch over to the second drivers, blue group. I'm actually gonna go work timing and scoring. I'm timing assistant, so I'll actually scribe the cones that people are hitting and any penalties they're gonna get. But that is it for now, and then we'll break for lunch and then back to more racing. So that does it for AM runs. We're actually breaking for lunch now, and then we'll all go back to our worker stations, and drivers will go back to their cars, and we'll run. We actually flip-flop, so the group that ran in the morning will run at the end of the afternoon. So since I went first, I'll also go last. So car's just gonna sit here and hang out, and we'll get some food and get back to racing here soon. So we're back in grid, and we're gonna get ready to get going here next. I'm in prepared all-wheel drive, so I'll be going against Eric in his VA. I actually raced Eric all last year for the championship in 2 different series, and then my car, and then Brandon, and I think that's actually it for our class today. There's not a lot of prepared all-wheel drive cars here, but so anyways, I'm gonna go sit in the air conditioning and watch the Taylor Swift, and then we'll go racing. So one run in, and unfortunately my competitor's engine actually just failed. it Subaru'd the bearings, so he's not going to be able to finish, which is really too bad because we were having a good little battle today. So not the way I wanted the day to go, but I have 3 more runs. I'm actually getting up to the start line right now to finish my run. So, or to start my run, I should say, start my second run. So go from there. So unfortunately my competitor's car broke, he got rod knock, but he's just gonna go ahead and take my car out. So, sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. We were switching numbers around and everything. So anyways, this should be fun. I always like watching my car race. Adam Kimmett, everyone.
Red line.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because Subaru. I did want to have a battle with Eric and Brian today in the VA chassis, but unfortunately it's Subaru, so they are not racing. I don't know what Kevin's doing here. But that is going to be it. I really hope you enjoyed following along with me to an autocross event, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Ruckus Garage. Make sure you like it if you enjoyed what you saw today, and make sure to subscribe to follow along with all of my other adventures. Thanks for hanging out.